Hi and welcome back. So in today's video, I thought I would talk you through how I do my aura cleanses, how I protect myself when I need it or when I need to leave my home, and why it works because I have proof that this works. So an aura cleanse is basically cleansing your aura, getting rid of all the crap. So any negative energy that you've picked up, whether it's through your own thoughts, stuff you've seen on TV, the radio, um, it could be just generally in the atmosphere because, like pollution, thoughts from other people. There's loads of reasons why throughout the week you might pick up like stale energy, and it's good to clean out auras. I tend to do mine once a week on a Monday because I've normally been places over the weekend, and if I'm going to work spiritually for the week, I want a clean slate. I want a fresh aura so that I know I'm ready to work with spirit, and that I'm ready for the week. You don't have to be working spiritually if you're sensitive or you just want to do this because it feels good, because it does feel good. Then it's great. Just a great way of starting your week. And so basically, I start off, I light a candle, I might light some incense, I get myself comfortable because you've got to be nice and relaxed. And I'm in my drawing room, but I like to do it on the floor. I've got a nice big space, and I get settled on the floor, I cross my legs and whatnot. And then I basically go in with my breath work, and that's to kind of like calm you and tune in. So I like to sort of like inhale and hold, and then exhale and release all that crap I don't want. And then I do that several times, normally 3 because I'm obsessed with the number 3. And then I simply start by setting out my intention. I'm always going on about intention because everything is intention. It's very powerful. So I will, I have like a dialogue I tend to use, but I suggest you make your own app because it's personal to you. So it's great if you can kind of come up with your own dialogue. But roughly speaking, I will ask the universe, the Lord of the universe, I will ask my guides, my angels, um, yeah, and ascended masters and other celestial beings to come close to me, and I ask them that I wish for them to help me cleanse my aura and to remove all stale negative energy that I don't need anymore. Now, this is the bit that you might think is a bit weird, but it does work. So I like to visualize a wheelie bin outside my front door with the lid off, and then I ask spirit to take everything from my aura that I don't want and to shove it in that wheelie bin. So then when I'm done doing my aura cleanse, I ask them to shut the lid and to push it. So I visualize it, because visualization is just as powerful. I visualize it pushing through the pavement bricks and physically going to the core of the earth, where it gets recycled into good clean energy. So I tell them that can you please move all my crap into the wheelie bin? And then what do we do? Bear with me. I then basically, I personally use a feather, but you can use anything really. You can just use your hands, but I like my feathers. And you want to start by working your crown and around your face, your neck, and then just like work your way down your body, do under your feet, do everywhere for a good 10 minutes. Now, you've got to pay close attention to the bits, the areas where you sweat a lot, because where you sweat is where you hold the most stale energy. So pay close attention to under your neck if you're prone to getting a bit clammy there. The back of your neck, your armpits, maybe if you suffer with clammy hands, And the biggie is your groin. People don't realize actually how much stale energy goes down there. So honestly, you really got to really give it a go down there and all these other places where you find yourself where you tend to sweat. And then while you're doing that, you can say it in your head or you can say it out loud, but while you're doing that, you need to tell that energy to basically bugger off. You've got to be firm. Tell it to leave, demand it leaves, and say you have no permission to be on me. You must go to the wheelie bin or wherever you've chosen. You might choose the drain outside your house or back to where it came from, just as long as it's not in your space. It really doesn't matter. It's your visualization. So, um, yeah, you got to be firm. You got to say it with conviction, like you mean it, because it's intent, right? And yeah, so forgive me, I'm trying to remember all the bits I did. It's just because I'm nervous. Yeah, so, but while you're telling it to bugger off, also give it love. Say, I appreciate you. I thank you for all that you've done, but you have to go now, because it's like the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. You know, without that negativity, you wouldn't have the positivity. So you have to honor it. You have to respect it and say, thank you, I appreciate you, but you must go now. So you must do that. So then when you've found yourself down and done whatever for a good 10 minutes and you know you feel you've done enough, because sometimes I might do it longer, sometimes shorter, depending on how I feel. I then tend to sit back into my cross-leg position. I go back into my breath work. So I'll do like 3 big deep breaths. And then I ask my guides and the universe and the ascended masters and my angels to then shut the lid on the wheelie bin, push it to the core of the earth to be recycled into good clean energy. So that's that bit done. But then your aura is now needs topping up. You've moved the negative energy, but you now need topping up. You need imagine a glass and you've taken some of the water out. That was your negative energy. Yes, you're left with this much positivity in the glass, but you now need to be topped up. So ask them, say, please, will you now top me up with your divine, loving, white, positive light, and just visualize them topping you up, and also give gratitude. Say, I thank you for this. I appreciate you. I love you. I'm so grateful for you to helping me with this. So what I personally like to do, you don't have to do this, but when I'm sitting there and I'm trying to visualize and have the intent that they are topping me up with all that divine white light, I have a special piece of music. It's only like 30 seconds long that I have on my phone, and I put my headphones on because I don't want other people in the house to like hear my music going. But I will put my headphones on and I will listen to this piece of music because it is a very special piece of music. That it's the one piece of music that I've ever heard in my life that makes me actually, it's the closest thing I can think of that makes me feel like I'm back in spirit. And I find it's so much easier to visualize my guides around me, my angels, and I can see all that white light and love, and it's all pouring into me. And I like, if I listen to that and I don't get the goosebumps or want to cry, then I know I'm not doing it right. So yeah, it happens most time. I get really emotional. And so once that piece of music is over, I feel so much lighter. I'm already starting to feel better, and I'm ready to work with spirit. I'm ready for the week in general. Just because, like I say, anybody can do this. You don't have to be working spiritually. And then, yeah, I just sort of give again thanks and gratitude. Sort of say amen or it is done. Thank you, whatever. You know, make it. You can make this your own. You don't have to just copy this exact process, because it is personal to you. You can just take this and morph it into what you want. So that is an aura cleanse. And I'm telling you, it really does work, because anybody who knows me knows I suffer with migraines. And so I've actually felt heaps better. Within a couple of hours, I've started feeling a lot better. And I feel so much better for it. And I might do this twice a week sometimes, depending on kind of like what crud life is throwing at me. Right. So moving on, protection. So when when I'm due to leave the house, I've got somewhere to be, I like to put up my protection, or you could call it a shield. Now, you can have any protection you want. You choose. Some people like to imagine themselves in an egg. Some people just like to physically pretend they're holding a shield. Some people like a bubble. There's literally, like, you choose. I personally have chosen a the only way to describe it is um like, is it called a pentagonal shape, and it's covered in sparkles, like those sparkles you get at fireworks night. It's those all over me. And it's really powerful, because like if I shut my eyes, I can see it. I know when I've got my shields up, and I know when I've got my shields down, because I'm not seeing anything. So I put those up when I leave, and then when I come home, because obviously I'm back in my nest, this is where I vibe, I put my protection or my shield back down. Or at night, if I'm feeling uneasy and there's a lot of activity, um, then I will put up my shield and then take it down in the morning. So I'll explain to you um, why this stuff works, why I believe I do have proof. So um, I had a aura reading with this amazing lady from Australia. Well, I had a clairvoyant reading, but she also does auras, and she said, I can see your aura, and she said it's perfect, it's purple, and she said, I can see it's glittery, it's brilliant, it's so glittery. And I couldn't believe it, because in my peripheral vision, like, I can just about see my aura, and it is purple. And not only that, when I have my protection on, I do see like glitter and sparkles. So she picked that up, and I was just blown away. And she doesn't know me from Adam. And then another crazy thing was, I got like a best buddy in Australia, amazing artist. Her name's Selena. I love her to bits. And she mailed me, she texted me out the blue and said, oh my God, I like had this really weird spiritual experience. She said, I could see your aura. And oh my God, she said, like, um, in a nutshell, she said, I, I wasn't seeing like your body, like you weren't in human form, but I could see your energy around you. And I couldn't believe it. She explained that she could see purple. She explained that she could see the pentagonal shape that I've created for myself. I could have created anything. She picked up on the shape I chose, the sparklers, it glittered, and it was crystalline and shimmery, and I just couldn't believe it. So I've got two people who've never met me. They've never met, and yet they were both able to pick up on the fact that, because my both Australian buddies, the clairvoyant and my best mate, they both picked up on my aura being purple, and it had glitter and sparkles in it. Yeah, and so if they can see that I am protected, and that my aura is vibrant, it's beautifully purple, and that it's clear, there's no negativity, there's no holes in my aura, then this proves that what I'm doing works. So, I mean, take what you will from that, but yeah, so that's how I protect myself. That's how I do my aura cleanses each week. And like I said, this does work because auras are real, it's scientifically proven, and so you've got to look after your auras. Right then, so I'm gonna head off, and I hope that has helped somebody who might feel that this is going to benefit them doing an aura cleanse once a week. And I'm gonna head off. All right then. Cheers. Bye.